Hello, everyone. Thank you for still waiting for us, still being with us. Thanks, Simon, for a great panel. It was very interesting. So, my name is Dmitry, and I'm responsible for content and business development at Nemo TV. Just a quick facts about our company. It was founded in 2012, but the first commercial product was launched only late 2013. We do have already 140 people on board working with us, and we're not like their companies represented here in TV Connect. We're a B2C only product, and at the moment we do have their OTT proposition for TV linear streaming with their interactive tales, with catch-up and PVR time shift capabilities for content and for consumers as well. And we're building the whole ecosystem with offering their TV linear channel with video on demand, which could be complementary for any package, and for sure the premium content as well. So I can imagine that's the last day, so I don't want to be boring. And do you remember that the first YouTube video was uploaded like 10 years ago? And yeah, through these 10 years, they made our life. And we see that the video, that's a key trend for future to connect the people, to connect even more than social network. Because even Facebook, they make 2 billion per day views, video views, and they earn nothing about that. Still, they connect people. Still, they connect between the countries, between continents and the ways. So, what about Russia? I think that not all of you know. You know where is it, but you don't know about the OTT market in Russia. I would say that we do have their rapidly growing market with ad-supported video on demand market in Russia. And we do have there even more than 33 million people who watch really their video in online theater. We call it online cinema, but it's online theater, kind of video on demand services. So, and we see that there are people still watching it, and the main habit is they want it for free, like the freemium model. That's why their main advantage for us, as we are not kind of the main monetization is the freemium. We're educating them to pay for content, because you might know that in Russia the kind of their piracy is quite high rated at the moment. So they still watch what they want, where they want, but their fragmentation of the content makes their different devices to watch too. So if they want to watch TV linear streaming, TV linear channels, so they go to TV set, analog cable, IPTV, whatever, and for sure OTT TV as well, like Nemo TV. And if they do want to watch the same movies, series, they go to their connected devices. But for ecosystem and multi-screen proposition, we do have their, let's say, the points and numbers that at the moment people do have their habits. When they watch their TV set as a first screen, they use the second screen for different content that they could use for. It could be even not their separate, not the same content on their TV screen, but they just playing games, social networking, surfing the internet, wherever they want. They just use second device for getting more information. And we understand that if they could connect to the TV set with these second screen capabilities, they could use the entire ecosystem, the entire universe of the content. So a few facts about their Nemo TV in numbers. So we do have their 180 plus channels. So I would say that's already 200 channels on board. So we do have connected devices only, smart TV, iOS, Android, game consoles, set-top boxes, and we do have their one and only virtual TV operator that exists in over than 1,000 cities in Russia. You can imagine that's a big country, from west to east, and we do have there a lot of regions. We do have there two main cities, two main capitals, Moscow and St. Pete. So, and the myth was that their video and premium content being watched only in these cities. And we see that on our numbers, 77%, even more than that, watching outside these cities. So it means that their entertainment rate less in these regions, so they are looking for entertain themselves. So they are looking how they could be connected to their to the content, to the video, and they find it. So 95% of our users come from their smart TV panel. So it means that they buy their TV set with a smart TV functions, which cost more than 1,000 bucks, for example, and they pay for the content. So we see that that's the only yet platform which brings their paid content to the consumers, and they allow to pay. They want to pay it because it's very easy. It's just on their sitting on the sofa. You can pay with your remote control, something like that. So it's easy to pay, easy to watch, easy to everything. Also, we do have their within 1.5, approximately, we do have their 500,000 registered users. That's not the only, I mean, not all of them paid users for sure. So that's a unique users that's left their mobile phone number because they have to leave their credentials to make contact with them. But still, we do have two different segmentations of the audience. The first one is kind of their freemium audience. Due to regulatory issues in Russia, we have to carry 10 FTA channels for free of charge, without any fees really at all. So that's why all of these freemium audience just goes to their FTA channels, which is 10, and other audience fragmentation is go to their paid and premium packages. On those packages, we do have their 25,000 catch-up titles available each day, each time, so whatever you want. And what is interesting, I came from the telco, so that's OTT, pure OTT platform, pure OTT product and service. Came from the telco, and we used to have their catch-up capabilities as well. And at the moment, we see that it's even twice or 3 times higher, the penetration rates of their people who want to watch their catch-up titles, which were 7 days later, so it's 7 days catch-up capabilities. 35% return rate, so these unique users that watch it again and again each month. What is the total time of view on the catch-up is for sure movies, and entertainment, that's the second one, or not the second one, really. So movies, that's the first category for a catch-up. But for live, the major entertainment, which is switch online, switch live TV, and say, oh, okay, well, this is interesting. I could stay. So for a catch-up, they choose, so they decide what to watch and on what particular channel. The audience fragmentation is quite okay for Russia. I mean, that's not surprisingly for us, but it is 61% for male. And we see that's a family-oriented service. So they sit on a sofa with the kids, with wife, and watch the family entertainment, the family movies, and family TV series as well. And we see it's a very good habit to offer them their even more value-added services on this perspective as well. So what's the main, let's say, point of my presentation? We are working on driving the revenues for sure. So that's a multi-screen capabilities. That's anything like interactive that we could get to their customers and get their more loyalty from them, and even increasing ARPU and increasing ROI for sure. So that's the main reason we're in the business. So on the 1st of June, we will launch the new UI UX proposition for our customers. So that's going to be their different and another stage for OTT TV market in Russia. I would say that's really incredible because we're not offering only live TV. So we're offering their hottest selection of their all APG for entire week or even 2 weeks. And we get some pick from the editors. We pick the editor's choice, which is going to be 100, 120 titles each day. And they could watch it, and they could select what they want to watch on this particular moment right now, which is live TV, for example, or just missed it, whatever. So they could get back to their EPG and watch it. So it is easy to watch. We're spending a lot of resources for user experience to make it less click to video, less click to watch. And we see that that's kind of their combination. We are not acquiring the video on demand. So we just acquire the content for TV channel, the rights for TV channels. So we do have their linear TV channels, which we make a selection from their EPG and make it available as video on demand. So it's kind of the combination, because they're in Russia, people and customers, they already educated how to use video on demand services. So they want to watch it. And if they miss some program, it could be not even movie or TV series or some kind of their news or TV programs, whatever. So they could watch it. And it's very useful for them. So they're starting to analyze it. They're starting to get their information that, okay, that's very useful for me. That's another point of driving the revenue, and that's a thematic TV package proposition for our customers. So that's, I would say that we do have there, since 10 years ago, we do have there a substantial growth of the pay TV market in Russia. So you can imagine that in 2001, we did have there around 20 FTA channels only, and people say, okay, yeah, 20 channels, that's good. But I have nothing to watch, really, because it's just live TV, so 20 programs at one time, and that's it. So after that, we did have more pay TV programs and TV channels going on market. It was like 60 TV channels, so still nothing to watch. After that, 100 TV channels, and wow, many channels, but I don't want to. Okay, next one. So it's kind of they don't know what to watch really, and there's even 100 or even 1,000 channels, and that's why we are selected the strategy to make available TV package by niche. So if customers watch kind of their movies, only movies, or we see their genre preferences from this particular customer, so we offer them only movies. 35 TV channels, okay, so you don't have their mix of genres in one basic proposition, but just only movies. So you subscribe to the movies, and that's it. You have 35 channels, 35 movies at one time live, and even 7 days on the catch-up. So that's a huge library just for one subscription fee. That's okay. So another niche proposition could be cognitive content, documentaries, and discovery stuff, like just in one place. Sport, kids. So that's a niche, and we're oriented on the niche offering for our subscribers. Their next step should be the real-time analytics. So we're in the middle of integrating it to make available watching for our, let's say, editors, even for our marketing guys, to understand what customer needs. So at this time, real time, online, and we see that, for example, you can imagine it. If you see that their person loves chocolate, you can sell them chocolate, not milk, not car, but chocolate. So when we see that, for example, on the prediction, we see that this customer is about to leave tomorrow, for example. Customer care service just call them and say, only for you, special discount for your content that you watch, for example. So it brings us under value to work with the churn rate, to work with their loyalty, to work with everything like that. For sure, there are big data and smart data that we will bring to their product that could be and will be available in this quarter or next quarter. So it's just in the middle of developing. So we see that these recommendation engines and personalization would bring us their work with lifecycle value, with lifecycle period, getting the person very deeply integrated with the content that we do have on the catch-up basis. So do you remember the number of 25,000 titles of the catch-up available each day? So, I mean, we will select from these titles the perfect proposition for this particular person. And if you might know that there are people watch only 7 or 8 TV channels at all. So that's it. So if they don't switch to another 200-something channels, so they will never find the content that on these channels, on these particular channels. So that's why we're bringing the personalization. It could pick one of that channels and bring it to the person to make it available for him and not to miss it because it is really fit his habits and his numbers and his behavior or whatever. So he would love it. And targetized, personalized and targeted ads, that's our next step for sure. As I told you, we do have the freemium, huge premium audience, so we have to monetize it. They're pure, let's say, pre-roll and pause-roll or post-roll. They don't work. It's on their TV screen, really. So that's another audience. And with the resellers, we're developing their strategy for personalized targeted advertising to make it available just for this particular person. On this slide, you can see there's the women and men proposition of their advertising, but it goes from their US, San Diego, and Chicago. But nevertheless, the idea is quite the same. So if you're here, if you watch the previous programs like that and that, so we could offer Mercedes-Benz, for example, or BMW, or whatever. So, but still, thanks for last panel, but I still believe that as a content is a king, but service is a queen. So we understand that for offering TV aware capabilities and opportunities for customers, they would bring the more loyalty to their brands of the company. They would bring more loyalty to their brands of the content. And they would bring more loyalty of the customers to their TV channel brand. So it means that working closely with all these brands, with all these companies to make a wider partnership, we could bring more opportunities for our customers to be happy, just to make it useful, easy, profitable for everyone. So we see that TV everywhere brings to the next step. And I would say that it's going to be, we're on the crossroads, so in the market. And their substantial growth will be defining what path we would choose from the proposition to the customers. If we say that we would need only one, let's say, strategy, that's not working really. So we have to be flexible. We have to make a strength to decide and to make decisions really. But the fact is, whatever we would do really, or IPTV operators or TV channels with their own video on demand services, with Netflix-style services, their fact is that their customer and users, they choose. So that's on their side. They choose what they want, where they want, and how they want. And only after that, so we do our business only for them. We do our products only for them. We make it available only for them. So, and I would say that these conferences like that, like TV Connect, thanks for TV Connect organization. So we need to make a dialogue how we could see the future of their OTT markets to bring in new values, to bring in new habits, to bring in good loyalty to our customers, to make a loyalty from them. Thank you. Justin.